Hey guys, this is Darren Benton again with Performance Motorcoaches down in Texas. Wanted to do a little unconventional start to a video. This will be a preview video of a 2020 Renegade XL pre-owned unit, but just kind of wanted to invite you in my office and kind of have a little bit different feel. When we deal with, or when we meet with customers, we kind of generally, it's one-on-one here at the dealership. We sit down, we've got a fair amount of samples that are back in the corner to be able to go through, obviously go through lots of floor plans. We've got a couple monitors on the wall back here in the office, and just allows us to sit down and really discover the possibilities of the motorhome, coupled with all the colors. We always welcome people there. Always welcome people at the manufacturer when we're up there. We're up there now more than we are at home, but it's definitely, we always enjoy people coming out and kind of learning more about the units. And it's really one of those things that you sit down and go through everything. You really don't understand the process of building a custom motorhome and the opportunities to be able to do different colors and whatnot. But I want to start here in the office today. We've got a few of my co-workers in here that these guys go to work every day with. There's Winston. He's busy licking his paws, and then we've got Buddy down below. But you'll see these guys with us pretty much everywhere we go. These guys will be hand in hand. But just kind of wanted to bring a little personal attention or personal lives out to some of you that have done business with us and will do business with us in the future. So we'll just go ahead and jump up right now. We'll keep all the kiddos here. We've got this coach sitting right outside here. We do lots of different things here at the dealership in addition to the custom coaches. We sell pontoon boats, we sell all kinds of towable items, lots of service. Our service department's huge, it's growing all the time, but it's a little bit different look. My area of specialty is predominantly the larger coaches and of course the management. But come on out, we'll take a look. There'll be people in and out, so if we run into somebody, we'll try not to startle them too much. Great looking coach, one owner, garage kept. I really don't think you'll find anything nicer out on the market. The chassis itself is a Freightliner Cascadia. It would be considered the older body style Cascadia. It is equipped with the DD16, so the Detroit Diesel 16 liter, 15.6 liters. And the XLs will come standard coupled to the Allison 4000 series 6-speed transmission. So definitely a hoss. The XLs are a little bit different for us. We don't sell the XLs new. Maybe in time we'll be able to bring the XLs on. They're very much a set floor plan, set colors. It's the reason why we like the Classics so much, is because you can do so many different custom things. You can do, you can do paint or no paint. You can do your own color scheme. You can do different colors inside, different tiles, lots of different possibilities with the Classic line. But definitely happy to have this XL here for somebody. I don't think it'll take long to sell. So quad slide. This is not a bath and a half, it's a single bath, but it is unique in that it's a dual vanity. Does have the outdoor television, one-piece zip-D awning up top there. Lots of storage. I'll tell you something is kind of unique about the XL versus the Classic, because the floor height is a little bit taller on the XLs. Your storage compartments get a little bit taller as well internally, so it gives a little bit more room inside. So 450D Aquahot, that's your burner, that's your boiler, and your basically heater, and then it will heat your domestic water as well. Really won't touch on all the components. Most people that have been doing this for a while, they kind of know what they're looking for, but it does have 30 amp Jamoni controller there. Good size storage right here, rearward to the axle. And then back behind, you'll see a central vac. That central vac port could be utilized outside, or could be utilized inside as well underneath the bed. This does have the upgrade, so all of the storage compartments are bed lined as well. Makes it easy to clean out, rinse out. Come around the back side of the coach. does have the 40,000 pound hitch here. This assembly right here is rated only at 20,000, but we could take and change this out to a bigger 30,000 pound capacity, even a 40,000 pound capacity. Does have a trailer connection there, and then a connection for cameras if you had like a big stacker trailer. Come around here, try to get, we're along a major highway, so it gets a little noisy at times. So short cord reel right there, 12.5 Onan, only about 255 hours on the generator itself. And I think I've put maybe 6-8 of those hours on myself, just bringing it in. It's Texas coach. It was sold new at Trans West, but it's been in Texas its whole life. Owner just needed to place his money elsewhere, and got a hold of us and just didn't want to have to deal with selling it himself. So we bought the coach, brought it in, and it's now for sale. So nice setup here. Really brag on the Renegades as far as their wet bay, how easy it is to use and operate. Just kind of no-brainer. Does have a power garden hose back in there as well. Each waste tank is 75 gallons. So 75 gray, 75 gallon black. Just more waste there. A little storage there. And then this is set up with 4 of the 8D AGM batteries there. So a fair amount of battery storage on board here. Really easy entry into the cab itself. You know, the guy, he was pretty OCD like me. We haven't even cleaned the inside. We just washed the outside, kind of wiped it down a little bit. You can tell by the rubber mats, and just he had some different towels kind of laying over everything. So don't think you'll find a cleaner coach out on the market. We'll come around the side here. Go ahead and jump in. This does have the adaptive cruise here and the crash mitigation. It does have lane departure warning as well. And then this is the Bendix Wingman. So basically that is a blind spot monitoring. Probably my favorite blind spot monitoring. The new body style has a lot to be desired. This was a pretty simple device and not nearly as annoying. So we'll come inside here. I always like to show it, the coach, with the slides inward. We'll pause it here in a minute, but get a pretty good idea. Really usable coach. You know, the televator can be popped up while you're driving down the road, but lots of room to be able to walk in and out of this. This is definitely more of, you know, kind of a couple's coach, but this does pull out sleeping, and then this would pull out for just a really small child as well. So kind of what, you know, interior wise, you'll have a little bit less ceiling height in the XLs than you would the classics. You know, I'm personally a bigger fan of the larger, but you'll get a little bit more upgraded wood touches inside. Like the ceiling treatments will come standard in the XL, of course, with the fiberglass cap. So just a little bit different coach, but nonetheless, it's great looking. And this particular floor plan right here would only be available in the XL, not in the classic, because of the way that the dual vanities go. So we'll take and flip-flop around here, and so plenty of room to get to your refrigerator or whatnot. Be able to access this bath right here as well, and then if you did need to do any business right here, still have a fair amount of room inside here. So we'll go ahead and get it paused up and get all the slides out for you guys. Okay, so we have the slides outwards right here. Does have the opposing slides here. They'll call this a flush floor slide. I'll kind of use that term loosely, but the slide does go out. So you have a little bit of hump right here, going in and out of this, but not nearly as abrupt as some of the other slides. This does have the freestanding dinette. This will basically pull out and accommodate 2 chairs. There's 2 folding chairs that go back in the closet that would go right here to be able to accommodate more people. This is Flex Steel furniture. Flex Steel has gotten out of the RV furniture business. So, you know, if we had somebody come along and said, "Hey, I want this coach, but I have to have a regular dinette," You can get it, it's not going to match, just so you know. Just kind of throw that one out there. Same deal for theater seats, but much like, we have this conversation with people every day, much like your home, not every single piece of furniture in your house matches perfectly. So to me, it wouldn't be too big of a deal if a person did want some theater seats to be able to add that stuff after the fact. Keep in mind that anything that you do add, it's going to take a long time, so don't plan on buying this coach next week and showing up with a new couch. Probably 90 plus days for any kind of furniture, but really opens it up having the opposing slides here. Nice setup as far as the kitchen goes. This is all solid surface and everything is cut in there, and we'll open up everything. Does have the really large induction cooktop right there, so a nice sized kitchen for those that do cooking out on the road. Like I said, the televator TV has a little remote and will pop up. All the window shades themselves are the MCD automatic shades. Only the night portion of those, the day portion, basically your sunscreen, is still manual. But nice little setup here. A really large opening. The aero cap will be specific to the XL as well. So it's like, I really like this coach, but I would want to build it in a something with an overhead bunk. That's not, you cannot do the overhead bunk in an XL. Just kind of FYI. Does have the the older setup as far as the independent heated tile floors. In 22, they brought the heated tile floors into the multiplex, the Firefly. Not nearly as nice. I like these because you can set a complete schedule. So the heated tile floors would come on, say 6:30 in the morning. Be nice and warm to get up out of bed. The newer units, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I like that it does have the original controllers there that came with. So 30 amp solar controller, inverter controller there. Should be a 3,000 watt. Well, shouldn't be. I don't believe it was a hybrid back then. It was a 3,000 watt inverter to basically run most of the coach as far as like your appliances and whatnot. We'll kind of flip flop around here. This is just the single pantry right here, but this is you could take and adjust these shelves up and down. And 22, they actually went to individual drawers, and that's standard on the 22 models. This is the I believe it's called the 90 Sheen, which because this guy was a neat freak like me, I don't see any fingerprints, but that's one thing that I'm hesitant to do on the classic line, because you would definitely see any fingerprints in this really high sheen. But it looks really great. This is a very high-end feel because of some of the upgraded trim and the additional clear, but just something kind of a little bit different. But really no concerns with the coach inside or out. I mean, it's basically immaculate. Only used a handful of times, but it'll make somebody a really nice unit. So come back here. Does have a pocket door to be able to isolate this, and there's an additional pocket door right here if you were had some guests up front, be able to close this overnight here. Pretty unique to have the dual vanities. Basically, what a lot of people don't understand is how they accomplish this with the plumbing. So basically, I don't know if you catch this right through here. If you were to peel that back, you'd actually see the plumbing here. And so anytime you have plumbing in a slide, you're going to have a cabinet right next to it to allow that plumbing to move. Same type scenario for that front slide there as well. We'll come around here. We're at a slight incline here at the dealership. Good sized shower here. Even me being over 6 foot tall, I mean, I'm fine to be able to have a fair amount of room here. This is a slide bar right here, so it is adjustable, and then a fair amount of room here on the toilet. Don't have to worry about shoulders getting into anything here. Lots of storage back here in the rear master here. Basically, these guys will take and open up, and then you have a ton of storage right here. All these drawers right here. I figured sock drawer galore right there. But all the cabinetry is all dovetail, it's all soft close. Come back over here, because of this larger TV here, you know, these get a little bit narrow. These are convertible, so you could take them out and utilize them for you know, a hanging, but with the regular closet there, I don't think it's too big of an issue. And then you've got decent size right there that is convertible. We have all the owner's manual, we have both sets of keys, and we have the original, we have a clean Texas title on it. There again, lots of storage here. So this is, you know, we get people that kind of talk about different coaches and what you do with them. You know, this would be one of those floor plans that you could easily go full-time in it because of the amount of storage. A lot of the coaches that are out there might be set up for a family, might be set up for just a couple to go, you know, a weekend or two, but there's so much storage in this, you could easily utilize, you know, winter clothes and summer clothes, and there's definitely a ton of room inside this rig. Below the bed was two 75-gallon freshwater tanks, so lots of storage, lots of water storage to be able to, you know, if you were doing some boondocking and whatnot. This does have the Firefly system, so basically the entire coach operates. So you can run your slides, you can run all your air conditioners, and it does have a mobile app to be able to basically do everything here as well. So just kind of highlight through, you know, master, you turn all your lights on and off. Turn your Aquahot, lets you know kind of what you're doing on electrical, tells us how many amps we're pulling on each leg right here as well. So definitely a pretty cool setup, but with the absence of the heated tile floors, I really, to me, it would be pretty welcome. But I think that pretty much highlights everything here. I said a little bit different approach than what we normally do. We'll try to do the same thing. We're headed back to Indiana at the end of this week to meet with some customers, pick up some units, and then check on some units. A few delays up there at the factory right now, but it's just minor components. You know, a few delays at the paint facility as well, but still, you know, in my opinion, they're doing a great job as far as quality control. Not seeing any. Not like some of the other portions of the RV industry where I feel like they're so busy and the quality has just really gone downhill. So always happy to have you guys come out and check us out. Always happy for you guys to watch the video. If you're watching right now, I know you watched the entire video and I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys like, tag, and share. I appreciate it.